whilst I might be late to making a video, I'm generally pretty on the ball with knowing what's happening in the Linux space. People usually tell me about things, and I hear about them at least within a couple of days. I have no idea how last month the most pointless, terminally online, degenerate Linux drama completely slid past me, and I had no idea it happened. This is gonna sound completely ridiculous. Just follow along with me. You may have heard of GNOME Circle. This is a community of GNOME platform applications. Not applications that are directly in the GNOME project, but things that are made to integrate nicely into GNOME. Whether it be an authenticator, or a music player, or controlling your Stream Deck, or all of these other applications which do various different things. Most of these are pretty well-made applications, but they're applications made specifically to look nice in GNOME. They're libadwaiter applications and things like that. Now, by being a member, they will give you promotion and advertising, and contributors qualify for GNOME Foundation membership. So if you're doing the whole GNOME application thing, it's a pretty good deal to get involved with this. Now, the drama is about the logo. Not this one here, and not the logo they yoinked from Target. This logo in the center here. This logo with a sapling that has a bunch of circles behind it to indicate the sun or indicate something radiating out from the sapling, and then hands around the sapling as if to protect it from something from the outside. When I say hands, that was not a mistake. I do mean more than one, because this is the new modified version of the logo. The original version did have two hands surrounding the sapling. And this is how the logo had looked for God knows how long. Since I've known about the GNOME Circle, this has been the logo they had been using. And they'd been using it with absolutely no issue. Any sane, reasonable person would look at this logo and think, that's a totally normal logo. Maybe they don't like the font. Maybe they feel like the art style of the hands is a little bit weird, and maybe they would design it in a different way. Maybe they would use slightly different colors and, all normal stuff that you'd critique a logo for. But that's about as far as it would go. Now, the drama happened last month, but it actually stemmed from something that happened 3 years prior. Your logo looks similar to Goatsy. The logo on circle.gnome.org looks very similar to a widely known shock image, and I'm not alone in thinking that. A lot of people on social media, I don't know why there's quotes around social media, mentioned the same. Now, for reasons which will be very obvious to the uninformed in just a moment, I am not able to show you this image on YouTube. If you're unaware of the image, it is basically a picture of a guy stretching his anus really wide, like really, really wide, and people would often send this around as a shock image back in the 90s and early 2000s, and at some point it had a dedicated website. Since then, that website got taken down and it got re-uploaded in various other places. People would often share the image around on forums and chat rooms, and nowadays the website is used to sell crypto about that image. That is not a joke. Check the Wikipedia article. Now, Alan Day, being a normal functioning human being who doesn't spend every second of every day in online chat rooms and is a GNOME design team member and former member of the GNOME Foundation Board of Directors, says, "Thankfully, I am not familiar with Goatsy, and I don't see the issue. If you have evidence of a lot of people making this observation, then please provide it," linking to a Mastodon post which has since been deleted. And very shortly after, this issue got closed. And it got closed because this was a dumb, made-up issue that did not actually matter. This should have been the last time we ever heard about this. If you were seeing anything more than what the GNOME Circle logo was, that is a you problem, and you need to talk to a therapist. That was until 1 month ago when Mastodon user Andy Wingo posted this. This logo, Who is going to tell them? Obviously, originally it had the two-hand logo, now it has the one hand. And for Mastodon standards with dumb little Linux things, this went relatively viral. 105 boosts, 191 favorites. It is very rare that anything on Mastodon actually gets that much attention. There was very much a mix of replies. Some people who were like, oh, now I see it. Oh my god, I'm so traumatized by seeing it. This person here saying, now I can't unsee it. Thanks, Andy. Some people have no idea what the context is and why anybody is trying to discuss this. Some people who think that even if it does look like this, it doesn't actually matter. You are overreacting about something that is just really, really minor. Or what might possibly be the greatest possible reply to this situation. I don't know if I can read that on YouTube, but just here you go. Check out the link for yourself if you need a screen reader. And you may have spotted this face down the bottom here on the main page, a reply from Emmanuel Bussey of the GNOME project. The internet truly ruined us. Now before this drama, I was completely unaware of an alternative version of the logo which had been discussed but didn't end up being used for the actual project. This logo right here. Now, I think this logo looks kind of ugly, but this person here thinks the logo was like more suggestive for what people think it is here. I don't think it was, I just think it doesn't look very good. This person right here, am terminally online. I am always on the internet, way too much. But even I think this is a giant reach. No one who is even remotely functionally normal is going to see the logo that was being used here and think, I think that looks like an anus being stretched. No one is going to think that. So following this stupid thread that got way too much attention, another merge request got opened. This one titled, Illustration, Ruin a Perfectly Balanced Picture. This one was requested to be merged by the guy that closed the previous one. Cave into old white men with imagination issues. Apparently, they will not let it go. Fixes number 50, that being this issue over here. Looks good to me. And then it got merged. This is taking us from the logo that had two hands, which looked perfectly fine, to a logo that has one hand, which just doesn't really work. Honestly, I feel like if they're gonna go with a new version of the logo that gets away from this drama, they probably should just redesign the logo to something different rather than just having, like, a worse version of the original logo. But I stand by what I said. This drama is stupid. The people who think this logo looks like anything bad are stupid and need to go outside and touch some grass, because it doesn't. It's a totally normal logo. But let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think it actually does look like Goatsy? I would love to know. If you liked the video, go like the video. And if you really like the video and you want to become one of these amazing people over here, check out the Patreon, Scribes, Liberapay, linked in the description down below. That's going to be it for me, and open wide.